Episode 28, 5 things that e-com websites do to annoy customers. All right. So, Chris, getting into peak online seasons and even non-peak online activity. There's things that a lot of websites, e-com websites, do to kind of annoy people, make things more difficult to get through the website, just find the information that they're looking for, complete the process, whatever it is. And we put together a quick list of 5 things that annoy your website customers. One of them being raspy throats.
Raspy throats.
Yes.
And if you have a raspy throat and you don't want to pick up the phone, you kind of want to do live chat instead. Maybe you don't have which nice segue into number 1.
Whoa! That was such a good segue.
Yeah, it's almost like it was prepared. But.
Yeah, it really was, and that's awesome. That's just how we do. Number 1, no live chat. No live chat. People have got questions. Sometimes they don't want to navigate through your website to answer those or to try to find that information or dig through it. They just want to talk to somebody. They want to talk to somebody now. And whether that be, on the phone, some people just don't want to pick up the phone. They want to remain anonymous.
Some people have, cold or raspy voice. They might be at work and they don't want to.
They don't want to, just talk.
Yeah, they don't want to talk like that.
And they don't have live chat on the website. Implementing that live chat, huge. Having the live chat, but also if you have the live chat, somebody being there to use it. So that's something too that I've found annoying is when. Somebody does have live chat on the website. Yeah, it takes forever for somebody to answer it. Right. And I'm sitting there just waiting, and I'm like, all right, you know what? In the time that it's taking you to just say hi to me or ask me what my name is, I've already found it on another website.
Yep.
Yeah. So. What else you got for us here, Bubba?
Another annoyance is requiring too much information. Everybody wants just convenience these days. They don't want to have to give you their phone number all the time, their email, just requiring too much of what do you absolutely need in order to get that that sale?
Bare minimum information.
Do you really need to know their birthday? Do you need to know I mean, there's some people put your age,
their favorite food. Where were you on April 14th, 1985?
I was actually just watching a YouTube video on savants, and this 8-year-old kid could answer that question. Well, not that he was born in
but he
could tell you that was a Wednesday.
Yeah,
crazy. Anyway,
that's crazy. What's even crazier is the fact that you're watching something like that. I don't know. Once again, I shake my head.
Rabbit hole. It happens.
Shaking head. Keep things to bare minimum, right? And no lengthy forms. Try to keep things short, sweet. We've seen on a lot of websites there's multiple people will break things up and put a couple forms that need to be filled out, a couple fields that need to be filled out on one form, and then you go to the next page, and then there's a couple things, and then you go to the next page, and then there's a couple things. You really want to try to trim that fat. We get the understanding of, hey, we're only going to put a little bit on one page and then go to another one, so they don't feel like they're seeing all of this information all at once. But try to consolidate it. What do you need? What don't you need? What do you need for security purposes? What do you need for confirmation of orders? Being able to communicate with the client and so on. Just pure simplify the process and make things as efficient as possible.
Right.
There. And one thing that really annoys me, number 3 here, is the CAPTCHA.
I hate those. I don't know how to say CAPTCHA. Yeah. We've all seen it in some
it's like GIF or GIF or whatever.
Tomato.
Yeah. And
those are the worst. I like to think I have good vision, and I still have I always get those things wrong. And
I always wonder, I'm like, do you like consider that a sign? You know, like which one of these things are signs here? And you know, like check the boxes that have signs. Well, I don't know. Are you talking about that street sign that's like all the way in the back?
Yeah.
But it's like kind of like, you know, not quite in the box or what? Like it just, you know, like it's so confusing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that annoys me is forced accounts.
Yeah.
You know, forcing somebody to set up an account on, you know, in order to go through the process. Like, I don't have time for that. Right. I don't want to set up an account. Like, I just want to order it. Right. And like,
at least having the option to, if you want to set up an account, you can. If you don't, you don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, we all want to have this customer's information and be able to, you know, do email marketing and remarket them, and like best case scenario. But you know, there's some people that they literally only need one item or one product, and they're never going to need that again potentially. Or maybe they have a Honda Civic and they just need a part to sell it, and they're buying a BMW, so they're never going to need Honda parts again. So why would they want to, you know, sign up and give you all this information? They want to make it quick and easy.
Yeah, and it just makes it just makes things more difficult, right? And it takes more time. And I think it's 22% of shoppers abandon their carts if there's no guest checkout.
Yeah.
And so like that's 22%. Now we're talking big numbers here, right? Like big numbers.
You start adding it up. 3% here, 22% there. I mean, that's some serious dollars.
It's serious coin, especially when you know you're in a competitive environment. You need to fight for every order.
Especially during these holiday seasons.
Yeah.
Because there's so many vendors out there that are doing promotions and deals, and maybe they're putting a little bit more money to their marketing. So like every customer that comes to the site, you need to try to convert those.
It's sometimes, you know, like we don't want it to be a race to the bottom, right? And in the more competitive industries, the more, you know, people that are in the space, they're really pushing that market to the bottom, and you have to do everything, you know, in order to convert that user into a customer, right? And you know, by not having the chat there, by you know having lots of information, by you know having more the CAPTCHA,
tomatoes, and
the forced accounts,
and everything reinforces it. All it takes is one of these for a customer to drop off. Maybe like, all right, they got through the CAPTCHA and all this, but then, oh, you're making me sign up for an account, and they drop off there. Yeah,
and then the last thing too is you know, fraud accusations.
Yeah, this is a huge.
It's
a huge one.
A huge one. And look, like they're ordering stuff at work. They don't want it delivered to their home address. However, their credit card is on their home address, but they're having it shipped to their work address, or they're having it shipped to someplace else, and you know, you're looking at the difference in the billing address versus the shipping address, and you know what, this is fraud, and I'm not going to take this order, and I'm not going to even call this customer. I'm not going to do anything about it. You know, I'm just going to cancel it, and sorry, like due to the, you know, the fact that your billing address and your shipping address are two different things, like, you know, this is fraud prevention for us. Like consumers get pissed, and like, you think like you're basically accusing me of fraud,
right?
And you know, by doing that is crazy. And once again, like especially in this environment where you have to fight for every order possible, and if you're seeing that, and this is happening more and more and more, even in the city here, I don't want to transfer it to the city, right?
I don't even want to leave stuff at my apartment because I mean, there's just so much foot traffic by my house that it's like whether you're living in the sticks or you're in the city,
or you know, if you're in an apartment building and they have a general you know, mail area, and you're ordering something that has some size to it, and they just sit it out there, that's easy theft. Boom. And that's why they're doing these things. So you've got to take the time to, see that, recognize it. Okay, boom, boom. Get on the phone, call somebody, or email them. Start that process, because you're just pissing away dollars by doing that.
Yeah,
and
you're foregoing that potential sale, but also whatever you spent on marketing to get that customer to your site to begin with. So you canceling that order, you're not even breaking even. You're actually already in the negative.
Yeah. Sorry. This one really irks me a little bit.
No. I mean,
so I
me
get
too.
A little revved up.
And we understand, like, there's these identity management systems out there that will automatically flag some of these orders as high risk, low risk, medium risk. And you can't just take that on the surface and be like, okay, you got to dig into it a little bit more, because you have to understand, like, we're all consumers too. Some people have second homes, third homes, and maybe they're shipping it to one of those. And, a lot of the snowbirds.
Yeah.
I don't have a second or third home.
No,
hopefully down the road, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. At least one. Actually, no, I want one home. That'd be great if I get one home.
Hey.
But people are like snowbirds. They have a house in Vermont, and then they go down to Florida,
and the billing address is in Vermont, and they're shipping it to Florida. It happens all the time, and just be aware of that. And
because we understand that there is fraud, so there is a reason why it could be fraud. You're right, it could be fraud, but it also could be
you're gonna
legit.
upset people. Some people are going to take it as you're trying to. You're trying to accuse them of fraud, and the people are going to take that very, very personal, and that's something that can be easily avoided. And they're going to go someplace else. Somebody else is going to take that order. So that's episode 28. 28 times I shook my head at you today. God, give me a break.
Why I'm so lucky to work with you.
Why?
That's what you're thinking.
Why? Anything else you wanna add here?
No,
Christopher?
I'm just gonna take my whip for a joyride. So
nice. All right, episode 28. Catch you next time on the Pitstop podcast.